Welcome to the Plant Trainers Podcast, where we're helping people improve their quality of life through nutrition and fitness. And now, your hosts, nutrition and wellness coaches, international speakers, Adam and Shoshana Chaim.
Hey, I'm Adam Chaim.
And I'm Shoshana Chaim, and we are
Propelled by Plants. Today we bring to you episode 474, Combating the Summer Cold, with us.
In this episode of the Plant Trainers Podcast, we talk about combating the summer cold with us. While colds are typically associated with winter months, they can still occur during the summer due to various factors like changes in temperature, exposure to virus, being so isolated before and then being out and just being in vicinity of different people, more people, different areas. So we're going to talk a little bit about prevention and also what you can do to get back out there and enjoy the summer vibes again quickly.
Enjoy the show.
Hey everyone, now it's more important than ever to stay close and connected to us as we're going to be making some changes here at Plant Trainers. So please head over to planttrainers.com and get our plant-based comfort foods recipe book for free. That's a $14.99 value just by signing up for our newsletter so that you can know what changes are, because we want to make sure that we stay in touch.
And now for a moment of gratitude.
Because we've pre-recorded and preset all of these summer episodes, we would like you to take a moment and think about what you're grateful for. Of course, we're always grateful for you.
Who gets a cold in the summer?
People, last summer, so many people got a summer cold. A lot of the kids' summer camps, they were very sick. A lot of adults were sick, especially here in Canada or some of the countries that had been a little bit more conservative over the last 4 years and had been isolating people still. Getting out there and being exposed to different people, different germs, you can get the summer cold. Also, some people burn it at both ends. Right? They work all day. It's beautiful at night. You go out, you have drinks, you're home late at night, and then you get up early in the morning to go back to work again. So your immune system is down because you're enjoying life and you're enjoying it a little bit too much. So in terms of prevention, I definitely say make sure you're getting your rest, right? Maybe
Sleep is important.
Sleep is important. You know, people tend to drink more alcohol in the summer, so watch your alcohol intake. Maybe not every day. Make sure you're eating right, not just barbecues, chips, and guacamole. Hydrate.
Oh, but I like guacamole.
I know, but
Guacamole's
it's not the only thing.
Come on.
Stay hydrated.
Lots of water.
Lots of water. Yeah, hydrated means lots of water, not your $1 sodas from the, takeout places and stuff like that. And make sure that you're getting vitamins, minerals, and nutrients. It means that you're eating well, but we know that our food is depleted, right? We know that
depleted from what?
We know that
from nutrients.
From nutrients. The earth is depleted. The food doesn't have as much nutrients as we think it has, or our bodies are not working as well as they should. So we're not absorbing as much nutrients from our food or our vitamins. And that's one thing that we help people to do, make sure the body is working at its ultimate so that we're absorbing. But definitely you want to make sure that your immune system is boosted. You want to make sure that you're ready to go. Wash your hands. But enjoy life. Get out there and do activity.
So normally people will be taking like B12 vitamins or their multivitamins or vitamin D. Should people be continuing their vitamin D throughout the summer if they're getting more sunlight?
I definitely think so, for a few reasons. Some people like to reduce it or not take it as often or just reduce the dose every day, but we're not necessarily outside at the time where we're getting the best sunlight for the vitamin D to be made in our body. We're not necessarily wearing as little clothes to have as much exposure on our skin. And some people are avoiding the sun as well, not to get sunburnt and have possibilities of what could come next after that. So I do recommend that you have it, but a lot of people do reduce it, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. However, if you really want to be sure of what your vitamin D levels are at, when you get your blood test, get it tested, and maybe get it tested twice a year. So if it's at the end of the summer and you get it tested and it's nice and low, you know that next year you need to be supplementing more throughout the summer.
So we know people that are healthy, who sleep well, who do their exercise, who eat well, still sometimes will get a cold.
Yes.
It happens to everybody. So we could prevent as much as possible. But what happens once we do get that cold? How are we now going to get through it quickly so that we can get back to our everyday regular life?
Remember the basics. Drink plenty of fluid. Do you want to drink water? Maybe you want to drink warm water to get all of that mucus and things flowing through the body. Herbal teas, clear broths to stay hydrated. You really want to relieve the mucus and relieve the congestion. So maybe you're going to do a nasal spray. Some people will use a saline spray. Some people who are using the Redox will spray the Redox right up there. You can put your head over steaming hot water with a towel over it, or be in the shower a little bit longer. So there's different ways to get the mucus flowing, but I would really stay away from a lot of those pharmaceutical products that have other chemicals in them and toxic things in them. As natural as possible is really what's going to be best.
One of the things that happens commonly with a cold is you get like a sore throat, and a lot of people will take lozenges. That's fine, right? Like as long as it's a decent one.
Yeah, I don't think that some lozenges can have some healing properties. Some just make you feel better. Some are very high in sugar as well. So you want to be aware of that. You could gargle with warm salt water to reduce the throat inflammation. You can mix a teaspoon of salt in a glass of warm water, gargle that and spit it out. Some people will gargle with the Redox as well if they have that. You can also apply warm on the throat. That's helpful as well. So if you have like a little heating pad or something like that and putting that over your throat, that can be helpful too.
And sometimes it's just that the air in the house is quite dry. So how could people improve the moisture in their homes?
You could use a humidifier. Right? You could use a humidifier. You could spend some time in the bathroom after your shower, after somebody else has taken a shower as well. But you want to try to add that moisture in to alleviate the nasal
congestion. So a humidifier could be added to the whole home, or you can get a little standalone humidifier for your room, right?
Yeah, and some people will add some safe essential oils in there as well that can help with opening up the nasal pathways and things like that.
I love the eucalyptus oil.
You do. And yeah, you do. You could stick that in your bathtub. You can stick some eucalyptus in a little container in the side of the shower while you shower, because the humidity will help that come up. Or you can leave it next to your, like in a diffuser next to your bed. I would definitely recommend. We're just going to take a little break here because I want to share with you that growth is something that happens for everyone and every business. And we've been going through a lot of personal and professional growth here at Plant Trainers, and we want to stay connected with you. That's why we're giving away our plant-based comfort food ebook that's worth $14.99 for free at our website at planttrainers.com, or by clicking the link in the show notes. Click on that, get on our newsletter, because we're going to be making some serious changes and you need to be aware of what's going on. We look forward to connecting with you there. And now back to the show. If you are going to use essential oils, to make sure that it's a reputable company and that it doesn't have toxicity in it. So there's a lot of good ones out there. We're not associated with any, but if you want to, we know a lot of people who are in that business. So if you want to know where to go for really healthy essential oils, let us know.
And I guess thinking about the food that you consume would really be important at this time. So avoiding all the processed foods and junk foods and things that would add mucus to your system or not help you heal in a quick way.
Yeah, you want less inflammatory foods. And sometimes when you're sick, you just want what's easy or you just want what's comfy, and that's not what's best for you. But definitely up your nutrients, and if eating raw foods are not working for you, steam a lot of veggies, eat your veggies,
smoothies.
put into a smoothie, put it into a soup. There's lots of good ways to get good nutrients there.
For me, I always find that ginger is a helpful tool.
Yeah. Ginger, lemon can be really, really helpful. You can add it into your smoothies or your soups at home. You probably have a juice bar near you somewhere where you can get those shots that are very concentrated as well. So that can help as well. You want to avoid a lot of the other irritants.
Yeah, you need fresh air, right?
Yes.
Just get some fresh air.
Yes. So if there's a smoker in your house, make them leave. No, well, kind of, just kidding. If there's no
help
judgment.
Them quit.
Help them quit, but ask them to smoke outside the house. You want to avoid firsthand and secondhand smoke. So if you're a smoker yourself, it's not the best time to be smoking. It could further irritate your respiratory system, and it could really make your symptoms stay a lot longer. You know, in terms of your immune system, you should probably have an idea of what your immune system is like already. So if you're somebody who's getting sick sick quite often, you probably need to do some deeper work to start to feel better. If you're a person who's mucousy all the time, if you're a person who works out and then you have a cold a few days later, like I was a couple of years ago, it's probably an indication that your immune system is already low. So when I was sick 6 years ago and I had adrenal issues, cortisol issues, DHEA, inflammation issues, I didn't realize that I had an immune system issue as well until I looked at it afterwards. Every time we had a runner on the podcast or we did a triathlon podcast, I would go out and try to run the next day, even just jog, or we'd talk about weightlifting and I'd go and weightlift. Within 48 hours, I'd have a full-blown cold, which was a huge indication to me that my whole immune system was shot. It couldn't handle that. So in terms of eating plant-based, meditating, keeping my exercise very low, reducing stress, adding the Redox into my life, all of that really did help to build my immune system, because within a couple of months of really settling down into that routine, I was working out at gyms that have reputation for people getting injured because it was just such an intense workout. So really being able to figure out, is this a chronic issue that you're having, or is it an issue in the moment? If you're in the moment and you want to reach out and learn a little bit more, have a consult on what we can do to help, we'd love to help. If you're somebody who's having chronic immune issue problems, please email us at info@planttrainers.com. Let's get you on some kind of regimen if you're open to it, possibly including the Redox, because that has helped so many of our clients, or just seeing what else we can do to help. We're always open to giving our listeners a 30-minute free consultation. You'll come out with some ideas on how to improve your quality of life from that call, and we will, if we believe that we can help you in that situation, we will give you some options for working with us as well. But of course, that is always up to you. It's always your decision.
Hopefully you're having a cold-free summer, staying healthy and happy. If you want to check out the show notes at planttrainers.com/474, you'll get a review of all the information that we spoke about today. Have a great day.
Bye-bye. Thank you all so much for listening to this edition of the Plant Trainers Podcast. We want to make sure that you subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, or any other podcasting platform.
We really appreciate the feedback we receive from you. Every time we get a 5-star rating or review on iTunes from one of our fans, it really helps other people find us, just like you did.
Thanks so much to our patrons. To become a patron, visit us at patreon.com/planttrainers. Even supporting us with $1 really makes a difference in the quality of the show.
And don't forget to connect with us on Instagram and Twitter. Our handle is @PlantTrainers. Like Plant Trainers on Facebook, join our newsletter, and check out our website at planttrainers.com for awesome recipes, a list of our services, and of course, our latest podcast.
We encourage you to email your questions to info@planttrainers.com so that we can help you improve your quality of life through nutrition and fitness.
So we hope we've inspired you today. Join us again next time, and have a healthy day. Or is that too corny?
It's a little cheesy.